Hey, it's kind of been a long time since I uploaded to this channel. Sorry about that. But hey, let's talk about the Mi news this week because there's gonna be a lot of things coming up. Xiaomi has a huge event planned tomorrow, September 24th, 2 PM China time, where one of the big things planned to be released is the Mi Mix Alpha. As teased on social media, this Mi Mix Alpha's big highlight is the screen that now reaches across the edges almost to the back of the phone, as some people term it a waterfall screen. Now this is not the first time we have seen such things before, as Oppo has teased it in the past and Vivo just announced their next tree phone with such technology. But it seems that Xiaomi has taken it a step further as it reaches almost all the way to the back. Next has replaced the side buttons with the use of the screen and pressure sensors, so we'll probably see such things in the alpha, as from teased images, it doesn't seem to have any buttons. Rumor has it that the phone will have a 90Hz screen as well, and Xiaomi just announced on social media that the phone would have a 100 megapixel camera sensor. The sensor is from Samsung ISOCELL. Better get the high tier storage version because those files are going to be massive. This is not a foldable phone, even though Xiaomi has teased such stuff in the past. Nor do we know what kind of camera system this phone will be using. Maybe the under-screen camera that they have teased before? But no promises so far. And apparently it's going to be made of titanium as well. Other products are expected to be announced that day as well, including the Mi 9 Pro. We pretty much know everything there is about the phone, as it's been pretty much shown all over social media by Xiaomi themselves. Other than 5G across the whole lineup, the phone is expected to gain a 4 amp hour battery, 30 watts wireless, 40 watt wired, and 10 watt reverse charging. A new vapor cooling system has been added to cool the upgraded Snapdragon 855 Plus, better haptics supporting up to 150 different kinds of vibrations, and a better screen that is presumably more color correct. A new white version is expected to hit the shelf as well. Keeping up with the team of phones though, MIUI 11 is expected to be officially announced tomorrow. All the features we know that will be coming out include an updated user interface to MIUI 10, though it's a minor update. The MIUI team has also improved their animations, with them stating that some of them have actually been slowed down to give the appearance of a smoother interface. There are a lot of new child-related features as well, including keeping track of their screen time, their location, a kids-friendly app store, and an updated kids mode where one of the key features is that when you get a call, the phone will tell the child to pass the phone to the adult. There is also a new SOS mode to alert authorities and loved ones, an earthquake warning system, and probably more to come tomorrow. Now, we have already seen leaks from beta testers running the closed beta, so we have already a sneak peek on it, but like I said, you'll probably see more stuff announced tomorrow that will be coming shortly. During the event tomorrow, we also expect Xiaomi to introduce new TVs, currently termed the Mi Pro TV. We're expecting the three following sizes: 43, 55, and 65 inch, and the major upgrade to these TVs are a new design that is even more bezel-less than before, new processors that specifically allow the ability to decode 8K video, and also speed improvements. Though this does not mean that it is an 8K panel. From what we have seen teased so far, it just seems that it just supports playback of 8K video, which might sound weird to have on a 4K panel, but remember that 8K video online typically means higher bitrate, so it is probably a good thing for it to have. Stay tuned as we will have more information tomorrow. Going on the other end of the price spectrum, let's talk about Redmi and the cheapest of the cheapest, the Redmi 8A. Xiaomi has teased that the Redmi 8A will be announced on the 25th, and first so in India. In terms of upgrades, we know for sure that it will have a teardrop notch, a new design similar to the Redmi Note 8, and from tweets from Redmi India, it might have faster charging and a 5 amp hour battery. Tenna, China's regulation site, also confirmed that the phone will have an octa-core 2 GHz processor, so we're probably expecting the same one as the 7A, which is the Snapdragon 439. But it confirms that the phone will also have 2, 3, 4 GB RAM options, as well as 16, 32, and 64 GB storage options, which is an upgrade compared to the Redmi 7A. We also will get an 8 megapixel front camera and a 13 megapixel back camera. And unfortunately, from pictures on Tenna, it seems to confirm that the phone will not have a fingerprint sensor. Shifting gears a bit, let's talk about the products released this week, starting with the Redmi K20 Pro Premium Edition. Now that's a mouthful, but it's basically a souped up version of the K20 Pro in China. So same design, camera and everything, but it has the souped up Snapdragon 855 Plus instead of the 855, which is an overclock and better bin version of the 855, and the higher tier SKU versions, including a 12GB RAM version with half terabyte of storage. So if you want all that performance but don't want a notch or a cutout or anything like that, hey, Pro Premium, it's here for ya! In China, Xiaomi is selling it for roughly 200 RMB more than the K20 Pro, which is about $30 US, and the lowest config starts at 2,700 RMB, about $380 US. I'm not holding out for a global release on this one, and there's a new black design that they have. So that's nice. Shifting to the global side of things, Xiaomi has introduced the Mi 9 Lite in global markets, starting with Spain last week. And it's basically the global version of the CC9. So specs include the Snapdragon 710 with 6GB of RAM, either 64 or 128GB of storage with micro SD card for expansion, a 6.4-inch AMOLED Full HD panel with a teardrop notch and an in-display fingerprint sensor. Optics-wise, we also have the 48 megapixel main camera, an 8 megapixel ultra-wide and a 2 megapixel depth sensor. In the front, we have a 32 megapixel AI selfie camera. And it also has premium features like NFC and old features such as a headphone jack and IR blaster. Ew. We also have a 4Ah battery and a Type-C port with quick charging. All of this for 319 or 349 euros for the 64GB or the 128GB respectively, at least from pricing in Spain, which kind of puts it in a little bit of a tough spot, as for about 10 or 20 euros more, you can get the Mi 9T, which means that Xiaomi has introduced competition in that price range within their lineup. And that's not before we even add the Mi 9 SE. Now the Mi 9T does have advantages such as the Snapdragon 730, the better telephoto camera, and of course the full screen display. The Mi 9 Lite on the other hand has micro SD support, the IR blaster, and a better selfie camera. And then the Mi 9 SE, oh boy, it's a smaller phone, so if you like smaller phones, get that phone. But even so, it's kind of confusing in that price range which phone to go for. And for those of you who are waiting for a Mi A3 Pro, well, with the Mi 9 Lite, I have to say that most likely those dreams are shattered. Sorry guys. Moving back to China, there are a lot more devices that were introduced this week that aren't phones, including a printer. A Xiaomi printer. It has Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, mobile apps, yada yada yada. But here's the kicker. Currently, it's rated for a single black ink cartridge to print 3,500 pages. And with the 3 color ink cartridges, they rate it to be able to print 9,500 colored pages. Of course, this is in the ISO like 5% coverage standard, but the kicker, the big one, is that each inch cartridge only costs 40 RMB. That's $6 US. Like what? Cheap official ink? More dope features include automatic cleaning every week, high DPI printing, scanning stuff like an ID with a mobile app to be photocopied nicely. All nice features, but what's the catch? Well, the printer starts at 1,000 RMB, which is about $140 US. And it's not even multifunctional. You have to use your phone to scan things. I mean, phones are nice, but a scanner is even nicer. But hi, have you ever seen a printer with a quad-core processor? This one has one. Xiaomi has also introduced numerous little products over the last week, including a Wi-Fi Bluetooth bridge that allows non-Wi-Fi Mi Home appliances such as a door lock, Bluetooth night light, water stick, etc. to be connected to the web and be controlled anywhere. It costs about 70 RMB and it's just something you plug into the wall. Xiaomi has also refreshed their XiaoAi speakers, including a new Pro one that not only includes hi-fi grade speakers with their smart assistant but brings along an aux in port, Bluetooth mesh hub, and a built-in IR blaster, all packed into a 750cc frame. It also allows you to pair another one together for stereo sound. This one retails for 300 RMB, Though if you don't need some of the features, you can step down to their slightly lower tier non-Pro version. It retains most of the functionality of the Pro, but omits the IR blaster. It retails about 279 RMB. Xiaomi also announced a new Wi-Fi router that brings AC to 2100, 4x MIMO, Wi-Fi beamforming, and gigabit Ethernet all around. It also has a dual-core 880 MHz processor, but no USB port. It costs about 230 RMB. It's funny, the printer has a higher-end chipset than the router. Doesn't mean that it will fail any less though. Probably. Printers. Other new toys include a night glowing digital blackboard, 50 RMB, figurines for 40 RMB, and new multicolored fidget toys for 10 RMB. And also a new screwdriver for about 29 RMB. Fun! Alright, that's all for today's video. This is something new I'm trying out. I hope you enjoy it. I'll try to publish every Monday or every 2 Mondays, but we'll see how it goes. I will unfortunately not be able to cover the event live tomorrow as I have some other arrangements, but I expect to see a highlight video of the event. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave any comments you have down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.